NURSE-EDUCATOR and your lactation consultant. So today is a very important day again because I've received a message from a mom from a very far away country in the world, South Africa, who's asking me a favor to do a video purely in English language. And I really appreciate whoever you are who asked me specifically to do a video about pumping. Okay, I think in my previous videos I have done probably 3 or 4 videos about pumping, so this is kind of a follow-up of and a suggestion as well on what kind of videos that some of our viewers around the world wants to know. I think for some of you who haven't watched my video yet, or this is the first time, I am a Filipina lactation consultant based in Canada. I think I'm the only Filipina lactation consultant who has a breastfeeding channel that I had started since the COVID time, since 2020. When COVID hit, so many moms needed help. So that's how I ended up having this YouTube channel. I truly appreciate for some of you from different countries in the world who asked me to do videos in English, and I will gladly do a video purely in English. And for my kababayan, for my Filipino moms, I know that you've already watched most of my videos about breastfeeding, formula feeding, or just to take care of yourself and your baby. So this is it. Another topic that we want to discuss today, and this is purely English for my viewers all over the world. Now, there was a question about pumping and pain in the breast during pumping. So I had, I remember 1 or 2 patients in our breastfeeding clinic who have the same problem, who have experienced the same problem with pumping and breast pain. They were wondering why every time they turn that pump on and they start pumping, they can really feel like there's nagging or shooting pain. It goes away, comes back, and then sometimes it's just annoying for them to continue pumping with that discomfort. So let me explain to you. For new moms, especially if you're first time, this is the first time you have a baby, first time you're gonna be using pumping, and you have no clue what's gonna happen when the pumps start pumping or putting pressure on your breast. There may be few days during the first week of your pumping that your breast gets uncomfortable. That depends though on how you manage the pressure of your pumps. Again, in my previous video, I've explained about there are so many types of pumps that there may be just only 1, 2, 3 pressure, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pressure, or only one button that you have to press, and then that's the only pressure that you're gonna get, and you will not be able to turn it lower or higher. It depends. So again, it depends on how expensive your breast pump is and how low the price of your breast pump. So sometimes breast pumping is complicated, especially if you have no full ideas on how to use it. This is how I teach my patients in our breastfeeding clinic on how to manage breast pumping. For first-time moms who really feel like you want to improve your milk supply by pumping, I would suggest before you even turn that pump on, okay, before you turn that pump on, I want you to really massage your breast. You can do a 1-minute massage or 2 minutes massage just to make sure you stimulate your breast first before turning that pump on. Okay, for first-time moms, let's say normally your breast milk comes in around 10 to 2 weeks, 10 days to 2 weeks. That's normally you can feel that like your breast is really, really full. That if there is no such complication during birth, that your milk come in within a week or 2 weeks, or that can happen as well if you have no other medical condition or complications that will compromise the coming in of your milk. Because there are some moms in our breastfeeding clinic that comes to our clinic 2 weeks after, still did not feel any good improvement in your breast. Again, it depends. If you have C-section, it may take a while. If you have really long labor and it took a while for the baby to latch, the side effect of the medication, and there's some complications during birth, those are some of the reasons why the milk don't come in so quickly. So even with those situations that you don't see a good flow of milk, do not be discouraged not to use your pump. You need to use it. I'll tell you something. When I was a full-time lactation consultant in a maternity unit, labor and delivery, for almost a year, every time I see a mom after she gave birth, and normally these moms will tell you, I don't have no milk. I don't have no milk. I really don't have no milk. So I hear you. Okay, sometimes you don't even see a drop of your milk after you give birth. Even after 2 days, you still don't see it. However, this breast pump, as soon as you put this flange on your breast, and this pump start working and stimulating your breast, it will slowly awaken your memory cells of your milk and triggers to stimulate the nerves of your breast. And then you started to get that what you call a stimulation that goes to the release of your oxytocin, which is found at the back of your head. So it is sometimes frustrating when you don't even see lots of output when you do pumping. What's important there is how you're stimulating your breast. Yes, you may have C-section. It's been a week that still you don't see any drippings or letdowns or good flow of your milk. It's okay. Do not be discouraged when you do this, okay? Because breast pumping is not magic that after a day or so, your milk will come in. No, it truly depends on how effective your pump is. How often are you doing it? Are you doing it every 3 hours after the baby latch? Or if the baby even not latching because the baby is just newly born? So you can do it if you have the time to do it. If you can do it every 2 hours, do it, okay? 10 minutes, 15 minutes, depends on how tired or comfortable you are, do it. The more you do it, within a week, within 2 weeks, within 3 weeks, you can really see the improvement of your milk supply. That, again, depends on your physical and mental health. Because if you are always tired, cannot sleep, lack of support, you're in pain, etc., that truly affects on how you make the milk. So again, it's not just the pump that has to work to produce your milk. It also your physical and as well as your mental. So if you're only depending on this to increase your milk supply, and yet you're not taking care of yourself, you don't even have 3 or 4 hours nap or sleep during the night because you're too busy. You have so many things in your mind that while you're pumping, you're hoping there's lots of supply. No, it won't happen that way. It has to go the same. You have to be physically mentally relaxed. If you're in pain, you need to make sure that you're taking your pain medication after birth. Because if you're not at ease, if you're not comfortable while you're doing this pumping, this one doesn't work. You're just gonna get frustrated. So what you're gonna do, you're pumping for 20 minutes, hoping you can get even 30 mils or 30 cc of your milk, and you didn't get it. It's been 2 weeks, it's been some months, even a month, that cannot even see even 30 mils or 60 mils. Don't give up on pumping, okay? If you're tired of your pump, use your hand. Do manual massage, because again, I said this before, when you are doing manual milk expression or manual breast expression, you can totally control of which of the nerves in your breast that you can express it so that you get that trigger. You can watch again my previous video about how to manually express your milk, because I've laid out So many information that you need to know about that video on how to manually express your milk. But right now, we just focus on pumping, okay? So again, the pain. Why there is pain when why some moms experience the breast pain when you're pumping? Okay, again, first time mom, this is the first time you're stimulating your breast. This is the first time that machine is working and sucking your milk, putting pressure on your breast. If that happens, let's say you only have experienced pain on your left side or right side, you maybe want to change how you hold your pump, or some moms you just put it on like this and not holding it. It's okay, but you have to check the pressure. What number of pressure are you using? Did you press the let down button? Because again, I mentioned that let down button. If you don't press that let down button, that's only for this breast pump that has let down buttons, okay? Because there's some breast pumps out there who doesn't have the let down buttons. It's just have the 1, 2, 3 or I don't know, I can't remember anymore. It's been a long time. So here's the thing. If the pain persists, stop the pump. Stop the pump. Do not put more pressure on that painful breast, because either you're gonna suffer more pain, or you just don't get the letdowns or the amount of milk that you can get because you're in pain. Again, pain is number one cause that mom don't get that letdown because of the discomfort. So stop that pump. Do a manual massage if you can, okay? Do a manual massage. Give yourself a break. If the pain is still there, I want you to get a cold towel, put it in there, probably 5 minutes, cold towel, just to relax your breast, and then do the other breast, okay? It can happen. Now, another thing that happened when mom start pumping, it's first time, okay? First time, there may be blood. It's called intraductal papilloma. I've seen this one, the first time moms in the hospital, that this mom was started to pump and then there's blood coming out. She panicked. She started to get, she was scared what to do. I saw she was able to pump about maybe 30 mils for her first day at the hospital. But I can see the blood. And I said, don't panic. This has happened sometimes for first time moms. What happened at that? I explained it before. I'm going to do it again. Sometimes our ducts in our breast, sometimes when that ducts, let's say you got tons of milk, you got lots of milk, you turn your pump on in a very, very high pressure, and that one of those ducts burst. It bleeds. So that's why sometimes you see a little bit sting of blood in your milk, okay? So when that happens, the advice says in the book, pump out until you don't see blood anymore. However, if you continue to pump, and it's very painful, stop. Do not continue the pumping. Let that breast rest for maybe even a few hours. After you rested, you can put cold towel, then maybe wait another hour, start pumping, see if the blood's still there, okay? It happened to some of my patients, so don't panic. So I hope this video would help some of those moms who have experienced some discomfort with pumping. Again, it depends on how you position yourself, how you hold your pump, how you make sure you centered your flange right in the middle of your breast. Always remember that, because sometimes when you don't see your nipple right in the middle, that means it's off centered. So make sure you check that one. Other than that, you can do your comments, ask me questions. You can ask me some topics that you want to learn, to hear. Again, thank you for that person who asked this question. I hope you like this video. Please share this video. I'll see you. More videos to come. Stick around. Bye for now. Bye for now.